My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Wuthering Heights. And okay, so let's just address the elephant in the room. I haven't read the book, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit if this movie is different from the book. I only review the movie based on the movie itself. And I gotta be honest, I went into this movie with pretty low expectations, and it both surprised me and disappointed me at the same time. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Margot Robbie does a great job here. She brought lots of depth to her character. She's always convincing. She can be sweet and charming while also bringing emotional weight. She just fully excels here. We then got Jacob Elordi, who just continues to impress me time and time again. Now, I wish he had better material for the back half of this movie, but he still did his job very well throughout. Charlotte Millington did a really good job as well. Oren Cooper did a great job, actually, if you ask me. Hong Chao did, yeah, I thought she did pretty good. Shazad Katif, I do wish he had a bit more to do, but he's still good. Alison Oliver, I thought was great. Like, I kind of wish she was in the movie more, but she just always stood out to me. She has a lot to do as her character, and she pulls it off. And Martin Clunes did a really good job. So the movie's incredibly well acted, and it's incredibly well directed by Emerald Fennell. Like, this is a beautifully crafted movie from top to bottom. The costumes are just unbelievable. Like, honestly, some of the best movie costumes I have ever seen. Like, wow, just wow. And I love the usage of color throughout this movie. Really well thought out. The production design is top notch. The makeup is great. And the cinematography by Linus Sandgreen, wow, it's just breathtaking. There are so many beautiful shots throughout this movie, and I was just so impressed by the visuals on display. The movie also has a very nice score by Anthony Willis, but it was the soundtrack by Charlie XCX that stood out most to me. Like, whole music just brought this unique type of energy to this movie, and it kind of belonged. Like, it never took me out of it, and it gave this movie this wonderful atmosphere that, yeah, just so much to love here. And if we're talking about the story, I would say the first 75% of this movie is excellent. Like, I was prepared to give this movie a perfect grade. I was prepared to say something like, this could be my favorite movie of 2026 by year's end. I was loving it. I thought the characters had depth, and even though they frustrate you, you always understand them. There's lots here about pride and class, and it's just so incredibly well done for so much of this movie. But there is one scene where Jacob Elordi says something. And that is the moment where the movie started to lose me. that is when the movie kind of fell apart. Like, I hate to say it, but I'm kind of baffled by the directions it took for its last act. Like, I'm okay with flawed characters, but I feel like this movie takes that idea way too far, to the point where I no longer root for them. I no longer want these two characters to end up together, and Heathcliff becomes completely unlikable. Like, I liked him for so much of the movie, and then I started to hate him for the last bit, and I feel like it was just a totally different character. And yeah, I don't know how to say this next part, so I guess I'll be as direct as possible, but there's also a BDSM element, which I don't really think added anything. Like, when I look back at the rest of the movie, there's certain specific scenes, but I don't know, I feel like it was kind of there for shock value. I don't know if it actually added anything to the movie, and I could also do with a few less sex montages. Like, I just feel like Edward Fennell needs to learn restraint. And yeah, like, oh my goodness, this movie frustrates me because I was surprised by how much I loved it. I was invested, it was well written, and like, the movie is just incredibly well crafted. It looks amazing, and I loved the atmosphere, and it's so well acted, but the last bit just lost me, and I don't know, the ending is the most important part of the movie, because now it just leaves a sour taste in my mouth. And maybe it's one of those movies where, like, I rewatch it and I get what they were going for and it clicks for me better. I'm hoping that's the case, but I thought that the characters became too unlikable and it went too far, and it just kind of ended on a dud. But I'm still going to give Wuthering Heights a 7 out of 10. I really wanted to give this movie a higher grade, but I just can't. I can't do it. But anyways, Wuthering Heights. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.